Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the new Golden Nugget, 2046 Fillmore Avenue this evening, November 5th, with the moments of the past, Ray, Goodman, and Brown of the present and the future. Gentlemen, welcome to Buffalo.
Hey, thank you very much.
It's been a long time that you guys have been together, and over 25 years.
Yes.
And with that 25 years, many hits that guys like myself who are 25 and under remember.
Yeah, we all started when we was 2.
Oh, we were young.
Oh, I guess looking back over the past years of your success, and where did you start out from? I mean, how did you guys get together, and how have you stayed together all these years?
Well, actually, we were handpicked by Sylvia Robinson. And you might know Sylvia Robinson from Love is Strange with Sylvia, from Pillow Talk on and and as been discovered, been discovered of a rap group's Sugar Hill Gang. Well, we were all lead singers with different groups, and she handpicked us out of each group and put us together at the moment. So.
And now looking back on the transition over the years, did you guys ever do the Chitlin circuit? As it was known back then.
Hey, it's still a Chitlin circuit out there. we still run into the Chitlin circuit every now and then.
Now you guys are from New Jersey.
Yeah, we live in New Jersey.
And you back and forth home on a regular basis, or you're on the road?
We're on the road quite a bit.
Basically, we're home like Mondays through Thursday, or Monday through Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Do you have control over your schedule like that?
Yeah. This juncture in the business, we've been out here like 25 years now, so you can just about say, hey, we're going to do Friday and Saturday.
Now, what other groups, do you, I mean, guys like yourself, you're more like a vintage wine. You seem to have gotten better and haven't lost anything from the first time. But looking at the 90s now and the kind of things that's occurring with the groups from the 60s and the 70s, when music was poetry put to music. Do you see yourself interacting with groups from that era that are now on the same circuit and are more in demand than some of these popular groups?
As a matter of fact, when we leave here, we go to Chicago, and we're with the Dells, the Rheummatics, the Manhattans, and Goodman Brown. So, and it's a package that they're going to run across the country as they tour. So it's there's a demand out here for our type of stand-up.
I tell you why, because people of our age group, we don't have too many places to go. And we don't have too many concerts. That's our concerts.
Right.
And when we get that kind of those kind of groups together, I should say, like the Delphonics, Blue Magic, Ray Goodman Brown, that brings us all together. We don't have fights. We don't have to stop the violence. We got to stop the violence of the people that's below.
Right.
When I say below, I'm not talking about under us. I'm talking about age-wise.
Right.
Under us, you understand? That's what the balance is. We go out to our shows. We have good times. You guys have good times. And I think people are waiting for that. They don't want to go to anything that's going to be violent.
Right.
They
know that the days have gone by where the enjoyment was there.
Yeah.
And you speak in terms of mentors and mentees, and you have some youth with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And with the youth are, coming first tenors and contralto tenors.
Yeah.
I know the voices because I do a little singing.
Yeah.
Nothing to compare to these guys. Fellows, I guess say welcome, to Buffalo. I'm quite sure you've probably been here before. Big city, right?
A lot of times.
But a lot of times the listeners would like to know, especially when you're hitting A's and high C's. How do you maintain your voice? What do you do? Generally, for the high notes, they say, "Do you suck on lemons?" They say, "Oh, no lemons." That was the first thing you learn when you start singing. Looking and hearing you and hearing the pitches that you're able to in your tone, how do you maintain your concentration and the level of your voice?
Vegetarian, jumping rope, taking vitamins, don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs, eat no meat, stay healthy.
And no women.
Every now and then.
I got a close-up on that one.
All right, now we heard one. Now, come on. You say diddle?
Well, singing runs in my family. And my father used to be a
first tenor for a group called Shepping the Limelight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Back in the day.
Oh yeah.
And before, how I got with them was through Billy Brown here. I met him through a friend. Before I got into all this, I was in the gospel singer. I was called Mighty Cloud of Joy.
Yeah. Mighty Cloud.
So I was,
You singing some vintage groups. Shepping the Limelight. I mean, you know, Daddy's Home and Remember Baby.
That's
and,
right.
You know, I played them, so you know, 1,000 miles away.
away.
Ready for Love.
Yeah.
I know them guys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Looking at the history of the moments and the transition of Ray Goodman Brown, you talk about the music. You know, the name changed, but the music and the consistency stayed the same, and the quality, you know, didn't diminish at all. Are you looking at making any remakes or albums or some anthology greatest hits or anything in the near future?
Well, the old the company was Sugar Hill.
Yes.
Sugar Hill All Platinum.
Oh, okay.
They have masters on all the old material that we did at the moment, and they have released old anthology albums and greatest hits. And now the Japanese are releasing the greatest hits on Ray Goodman Brown.
And Japanese?
They have
with their voices?
Without
They have four CDs.
4 or 5 CDs out of Japan.
Right now.
What, I guess one of the most current issues that's happening today is that we're seeing very court cases is that the groups from the past not having been paid the royalties and given the credit and the kind of just due in terms of money, right, for their hits and for their services back in the 60s and 70s. What can you say, or what is happening now that, you know, just say yourselves, are you protecting from them outside of having a damn
We've
lawyer?
been very fortunate. We were, when we were with the Sugar Hill Records and All Platinum, there was a royalty problem. But under that guidance there, we learned the record business. So a lot of things is better than money. You know, we got a $10,000, $10 million education that was there.
I bet you did.
So when we became Ray Goodman Brown, we started to own our own publishing. And we do our own production and all that other stuff. We learned all that during the period when we didn't get royalties.
No longer the Alan Free putting his name on everything.
No, we got all that. We write most of the stuff that we record and we get paid.
The main thing, you get paid. Looking at you know, your hits, Love on a Two-Way Street, Sexy Lady, Celebrate, and the kind of hits that have been vintage gold, do you find a demand of that across the country where you're touring? You know, I guess Love on a Two-Way Street is a standard.
That's a classic. Now that and Special Lady is basically a classic for this. Already done up in the classic style, you know, elevator music, as we call it. And Sexy Mama is being recorded by a lot of the up-and-coming young groups now. The rappers, they're doing a lot with Sexy Mama. We got about 5 covers out on that particular song.
Do you get any royalties from that?
Oh yeah, I wrote it. Yeah.
So, well, look, you know, I guess you know, we feel that you know, this is, you know, many of your second homes. You know, when you hear, because you know, the crowds turn out for you, and you saw with the first show, the women just wanted to take you up come up on the stage and run your chest. But basically, you know, we're glad that you're here, and
thank you.
we have the rock and roll rhythm revue show that comes on Friday evenings. Curtis Black and L.C.H. Roberson, you know, they're the hosts of that, and it's one of the most popular rhythm and blues show here in this area. And we're just glad that your contribution has enhanced the quality of it and go into the archives of history here.
Oh, thank you.
Forever new, because rock and roll never dies. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's everybody's name?
All right.
Evan Brown.
Ice Win Free.
Al.
And Billy Brown.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
How about you? What's your name?
I'm Mr. Rock.